Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and today we are going to be going over this look right here, which is my version of a beautiful, easy New Year's Eve look. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this, also if you are interested in seeing any other videos, especially if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. And I upload videos every Friday. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this New Year's Eve look with a nice bold red lip, then just keep on watching. All right, so now that we look like a crazy person, I got these under eye patches. They are just filled with some good skincare for my under eyes. These are from Wander Beauty, and I actually really enjoy these. And they're good because they kind of make it so that I am thinking of doing a little bit more of a brown, like a darker brown smoky eye for this New Year's Eve look, and you know you're gonna have a lot of fallout. So this is actually gonna catch everything, kind of guide me for any kind of wings. Let's get on some lip balm. This is the Agave by Bite Beauty that is so good. And so let's get some lip balm on. Okay, so I'm going to be diving into my e.l.f. Classics palette. There's some good dark browns in here. First, I'm going to be using a concealer to kind of go over and to hide any kind of, dark veins I might have or anything along those lines. So this is my CoverGirl True Blend. I'm going to put just a little bit of this on the eyelid. And this is also going to serve as a really good base. And so it's going to make a nice easy canvas for any kind of eyeshadow. I tend to not do a ton with eyeshadow, really, to be honest. So this is going to be my version of a glam kind of eye, which is probably going to be super easy and simple, but that's okay. You could also use an eyeshadow primer if you have one. I just don't have one at the moment because, like I said, I don't really go too far out with my eyeshadow looks. Pat that in, and then I am going to take just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever the Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Foundation, and I'm just going to set this in place. So what I'm going to do now, before digging into some eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Marc Jacobs eyeliner pen. This is in Earthquake, and this is a really easy pen to kind of glide on. And I'm just going to kind of loosely add some brown eyeliner. It could be messy because you're going to kind of blend it out. I had to take those eye patches off. They were driving me crazy. They were slipping around, so that's okay. If we have any kind of fallout, then I can wipe that away with a makeup remover wipe. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of just messily just kind of add a little bit more. And then I'm going to use a little kind of a really densely eyeshadow brush, and then just kind of start to fade everything. Blend, blend, blend. All right, now that we kind of smoked out that eyeliner a little bit, I'm going to pick up a little bit of a darker brown in here. There is this eyeshadow here called Muse. So I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that in a small blending brush and kind of go over it and kind of diffuse it a little bit more onto the outer corner. I'm going to take a clean blending brush and really blend everything together. Windshield wipers side to side. All right, so now that we have kind of a brown, kind of smoky eyeshadow look, one of my favorite things to do is to add an eyeshadow topper to your lid. This is super easy. It makes a way for kind of a messy shadow look to look super nice and glam. And I'm going to be using this Hourglass Scattered Light in foil. It's a little bit more of a like a golden color, and it just brings the light up so beautiful. I like to apply these with my fingers. I feel like you pick up a lot more product and just lightly press in, and I'm just going to do this all over the lid. I think it takes any kind of like simple shadow look up a whole another notch. What doesn't say New Year's Eve like a little bit of glitter? Can you believe that we are already ringing in 2020? Like 2019 was, oh God. So it's super exciting. What are your guys' plans for New Year's Eve? Comment down below what you guys are doing. So what I like to do to kind of make sure my look kind of looks all put together as one, I like to use my bronzer to kind of go in the crease. This kind of ties the whole look together. And the bronzer I'm going to be using today is this little sample of the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. So I'm just going to pick a little bit of this up with my blending brush and then just take it onto my crease and really kind of move it around. Blend, blend, blend. So now that the eyeshadow is pretty much done, I'm going to clean up any kind of fallout I had underneath just with a simple makeup wipe. So you just, especially with glitter. Usually I don't do my eyes first. If I do my eyes, it's usually after my base and foundation. But when you are working with eyeshadows like this, they're definitely nice to kind of be able to clean up any kind of messes afterwards. So I'm going to use an eyeliner. This is the Clinique, the Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. This is a foolproof one. You just kind of shake it up a little bit. I'm actually running a little low on it. I definitely need to grab a new one. This one I feel like is super matte black. It's easy to use. It has kind of a felt tip, kind of a top to it. And it just dries on really quickly and it doesn't budge. It just gives me a nice black eyeliner. So I'm going to kind of do it and just do just a little baby wing. Is anybody like me and has one eye that's super easy to do and then the other eye not so easy? It's kind of like painting your nails. You got this one hand down and then you're like, ugh. So let's hope we can match these. Okay, this is as good as it's gonna get. Okay, let's start with the face. It's New Year's Eve. You want your makeup to last all night long. So I'm going to be using this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It is just a really good primer that kind of makes it a little bit more tacky on the face so the foundation really sticks on you. And I think it works really great underneath makeup. I really like it. So I'm just going to get this all the way around. You really just want to kind of press it in and you can already feel that tackiness like working. So it does dry down, so you don't want to wait too long before you put your foundation on. So for foundation, I like to go with foolproof makeup, ones that I know are going to be working really good for me. That's not going to cake on me, not going to crease on me, not going to break apart in any kind of dry flakes. So I'm going to be actually using two of my favorite foundations right now and mixing them together. One being the Misha BB Cream, the other the Physicians Formula Healthy Glow or Healthy Foundation. These together, beautiful match. So I'm going to take the Physicians Formula one. It has a really large doe foot applicator, which is really easy to apply. And I'm just going to kind of put this one on first, kind of starting more in the middle of my face and making its way out. Done. No, I was kidding. And then using the Misha BB Cream, kind of putting a little bit onto my fingers, blending it in, and then I like to use my fingers to blend my foundation together. So let's begin. I just feel like when you use fingers to do foundation, you're really sinking it really into your skin and you are really warming up the foundation too with your body temperature. So it works really, really well of getting the maximum benefit of your foundation. Always down the neck. And up at that hairline. Then I take a sponge. This is the Real Techniques one, and I'm really going to blot everything together to make sure everything is sunk into. Nice little tip, don't forget about underneath your nose too. It's an area that can easily be missed, and always your earlobes too, so that your earlobes aren't like a total different color compared to like your face when you're, especially if you have photographs taken. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to be using my two go-tos, the Revlon CoverGirl True Blend Concealer in the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one is my favorite to kind of spot correct any kind of blemishes. I do have a nice little lovely patch going on right here. And what you kind of do is you just very carefully pat on any kind of areas that you need concealed and just kind of feather it out nicely. You always want to go really light-handed at first. And to kind of brighten up underneath the eyes, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl one. A little bit goes a long way. a little bit of brightness to the center of my face. Bouncing and blending that all together. I like to kind of pat it in place so it doesn't crease. And then I'm going to set everything with a little bit of powder. I'm going to use that Make Up Forever powder again. You always want to, unless your concealer is like amazing and it's just one of those ones that doesn't crease or slide around, you always want to set it with a little bit of powder. I like to go a little bit in my T-zone, especially where I just spot concealed. It kind of locks that in place. Alrighty, so I am going to put a little bit of bronzer on. I want to kind of double up that bronzer, like I was saying. Use a liquid and then a powder one. I'm going to be using first this Wet n Wild contour stick, just because I want to be a little bit more contoured than normal, kind of chisel those cheekbones out for New Year's Eve. And I'm just going to be using this Real Techniques sponge to blend it all together, kind of bouncing up. Where the natural shadows hit your face. I'm just getting right at that hairline. A little bit goes a long way on this. Some people like more of that like hardcore contoured look, but I've always liked my makeup really on the natural side. Don't want to look too different than I am in in the normal life. Alright, now that is all blended in, I'm going to lock it in place with this Hoola Benefit bronzer, more of a powder one. Kind of bronze up the cheeks a little bit more while kind of making sure that that first product that we put in does not budge. Isn't that fun when you spend a long time to do makeup for an event and then it just wears off on you? So you want to make sure it stays all night long. I like to put a little bit of bronzer on the tip of my nose because that is where the sun naturally gets you, and a little bit right here. Perfect. So for blush, I'm just going to be using this simple color icon one from Wet n Wild. This is in Mellow Wine. I just really like the color of this blush. It is a little bit pigmented, so it comes off strong at first, but like I said in a few of my other videos, I feel like the blush is one of the first things to go. So I just want to put on just a little bit of a more heavy hand because it will fade a little bit as the night goes on. And then I like to also take this sponge again and kind of dab and blend and marry everything together. For a little bit of highlighter, I'm going to be using the Essence Pure Nude and Be My Highlight. I think this is a very beautiful highlighter while still kind of giving off a more natural look as well. So you don't, right when that kind of hits the cheekbone, just kind of blend that together. So that right there is just one coat. It's just a good mascara. I think if I ever run out of this little sample size, I definitely want to get the full size. I think this was my sister-in-law, Jason's little sister, my husband's little sister. This was one of her favorite mascaras. I remember her telling me about that when she came to visit us in Texas. Okay, so to finish off this look with a lip, I think a classic look for New Year's Eve is to go a bold red lip. I think it's really fun. You could also do a nude lip with this look easily, but let's go red. I'm going to be lining my lips first with the Buxom lip liner in Cloak and Dagger. I mentioned I really like this one because it has the pencil on one side and a brush on the other, so you can really kind of feather it out. So let's line these lips really fast. It also just glides on really easily, which is nice. So I kind of like loosely fill that in, and then I take the brush and kind of mesh everything together. This also locks it into place too. And on top of that, I'm going to be using the Foolproof, the Maybelline Rich Ruby Matte. This one just goes on so well, and it's just that classic deep kind of blue toned red. It's just super pretty. Alright, so that concludes today's look. This is my version of what I would do for a New Year's Eve party look, or anything that you're doing for New Year's Eve. I just feel like this is very festive. This would also work for any kind of holiday look. Valentine's Day is right around the corner now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Comment down below, what are your go-tos when you do a New Year's Eve look? What are you guys doing for New Year's Eve? Please let me know. Please also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe and share if you haven't already. And I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your 2019, and I will talk to you later. Bye.